Drew, we're almost wrapping up Summer Game Fest play days, and you got a chance to take a look at Dune Awakening. I unfortunately didn't get in, but I do have some questions for you. What was your first impression there, and how long did you get to play?
So I didn't actually get hands-on, but they did have a developer play for us, and they run us through the gameplay behind a little closed cubicle, more or less we'll call it, for about half an hour. So I got a little taste of like what Dune will be in the end, right? So it's that MMO experience, but there's a heavy focus on PvE versus PvP. So there's two ways to get into this thing. So if you're not into that PvP experience, they said you don't have to worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can go in, go out, craft, build up, right? Gather your sand, gather all the materials you need, and then you kind of continue to build. One of the highlights was too, what you saw in the world is all the building tools that are at your arsenal. So you can actually go and craft and build these environments yourself when it comes to the buildings, right? That was, I thought, was super, super cool. Huge map. Like, huge map. I made a ton of notes, Scott. We don't have enough time in the world right now to talk about everything. But I definitely had a huge highlight of coming in there going, okay, I had high expectations. What's going on?
Now, Drew, I actually am one of the few people who haven't seen both of the Dune movies.
Oh,
If I haven't seen it, is that really a big deal going into this game?
No, because actually this is how they make, Funcom makes Dune Awakening their own game. And this is what the cool part is, right? They don't follow the story, because the story of Dune essentially is that Paul is like the being...
The chosen one?
More or less. He's the chosen one, right? Well, here they've altered this timeline, and they've gotten rid of Paul. Paul doesn't exist.
Oh.
So instead, his mother had a daughter. And that's where everything kind of takes a turn. So it allowed them to craft their own story, their own base, and how they're going to introduce us to the world and get us out there to experience. Dude, they're flying a helicopter all over this place. It was incredible. It is huge. I saw a massive sandworm.
One of those wing copters?
Yeah.
They look like a fly flying around. Those
Absolutely,
are cool.
Right? So they've taken the huge environment that we've already been used to. If you watch the movie, so you know how big this place is, there's even bigger here, right? Verticality is a huge focus as well.
Oh.
But not only that, you can bury yourself underneath too, because there's a bunch of dungeons that you get other loot in too. Enemy AI are in there, so we got a little taste of some of the combat. They're still fine-tuning that. Overall though, not too bad at all. I thought it was really, really cool. Getting my experience there and seeing more about it. I just want to get hands-on. This game looks super, super cool. I can't wait to get in there and start crafting, bring friends in. Now, this is an MMO, right? So this is where, well, how does this play out? Well, what it does is it's the end game. So when you hit level 40, that's when you get this helicopter. Right?
Oh, okay.
So this huge map you already have experience to, then opens up even more at the end of the game, because it allows you to go to the edge of the map, and then you get into the rest of the world. And this is where that PvP part comes in, and then you can go out there, experience this 1 week opportunity. Yeah, so this is why the PvP comes in and the whole MMO side of it. So you want to crew up, you want to build up your guild, you guys go out as a team, you go out into the PvP section, get the good stuff, right? Because that's where all the good gear is going to be.
That's where the danger is.
Exactly, right? So this is where the long game, the end game comes into play. And then you come back, you gather your resources, you build up, you do this, that, and the other. But then the big sandstorm comes through and wipes it clean. And then when you come back next time,
server
it's a
reset?
brand new map. Yeah, it's a brand new reset, right? So I'm like, all right, this sounds really, really cool. We'll see if they can pull it off. I think Funcom has a huge opportunity on their hands. The other thing, too, if you noticed, Funcom made Conan, right? Conan is known for his verticality and his climbing. You can climb in this game, just like that one.
So that's bizarre thinking about the giant desert planet that you're on, unless we take new environments as time goes on and the game develops. But
there's different biomes too. So we
okay.
started off in this this reddish, dusty, dirty desert, and then we kind of got into a more of a lush, brighter landscape. All of a sudden now, like the sky was out. I was like, man, this is nice. So yeah, there's a lot of changes that are going to be coming out on a consistent basis. So I feel like they have a roadmap. I want to see what the roadmap looks like. But for an MMO, they've got a lot to take on, and I think Funcom can actually pull it off. So I'm pretty excited, man.
Oh, it's a ginormous IP. They really have a lot of pressure onto them, I believe, but we'll see how that goes. It seems like this might be the intro point for me for Dune, rather than the movies.
Fair enough. We'll be talking a lot more Dune Awakening here soon. Keep it locked. ITGTV.com.